Hi everyone, and welcome to Inside Riverside. I'm your host, Gabriella Madrigal, and our September show is jam-packed. Today we're catching up on summer events, bringing you the latest news from your wards and looking at several initiatives of the city of Riverside, including our new and improved museum. Inside Riverside starts now. We're excited to be back with you on Inside Riverside as we celebrate the beginning of our third season. A quick note, Inside Riverside will now be coming to you on a monthly basis, bringing you the events and updates that keep our community connected. First up is the Museum of Riverside groundbreaking. On June 27th, the Museum of Riverside marked an important milestone with a non-traditional groundbreaking at its historic downtown site. Community members, civic leaders, and project partners came together to celebrate the start of the long-awaited transformation. The project will preserve the distinctive character of the 1912 U.S. Post Office building while creating modern, accessible spaces for exhibitions and programs. Thanks to Measure Z funding and support from the City of Riverside, this renewal will allow the museum to better serve our community for generations to come.
It has been a long time coming, and while people who remember the closure in September of 2017 will feel it's been a very long time, in fact, there have been museum staff working since the 1980s to address the issues on this building. So there are a lot of people with long memories, in addition to those more recently, who are very excited to have reached this day.
This project is ambitious, and we are excited to have it moving forward, ensuring this classic Riverside landmark is retrofitted with advanced technology to safeguard and store Riverside's historic artifacts. To follow the progress, please visit the Museum of Riverside's Instagram and Facebook pages. The summer brought lots of new development projects to improve residential quality of life, beginning with an important new space to support many of our unhoused community members. In early July, we saw construction begin for Sunrise at Bogart, Riverside's newest permanent supportive housing development. This new housing complex will provide 22 fully furnished units for low-income or unhoused individuals. Residents will benefit from a resource center, caseworker offices, educational training space, communal kitchens, laundry, and more to support long-term stability.
Homelessness is not a one-size-fits-all. We need an array of different services and solutions to solve the problem, and so permanent supportive housing is one of those steps and keys in trying to get folks off the streets and get them permanently housed and stabilized.
With the City of Riverside contributing the land and investing over $3.3 million in federal and state funding to help bring this project to life, Sunrise at Bogart truly reflects Riverside's commitment to sustainable and compassionate housing solutions. The city's parks, recreation, and community services have also been very busy with not one, but two major park transformations underway. First, the Patterson Park renovation is moving forward with a $7.15 million grant from California State Parks and will be a huge asset to the Eastside community.
With the funding, Patterson Park is going to be completely renovated with new and expanded play areas, facilities, and open spaces for sports and recreation. The project isn't about just improving the park, it's also about improving the quality of life. Families will have a safe and welcoming space to spend time together. Kids will have more opportunities to play and be active. And what makes this project even more meaningful is that the design was shaped directly by the community. Over the couple of years leading to the grant award, we had multiple input meetings where residents shared their inputs and ideas and priorities, and those voices guided the plan.
The updates to this longtime community gathering area will feature 2 soccer fields, a full basketball court, a splash pad, community plaza, 2 playgrounds with shade, public art, a fruit tree grove, and so much more. This is a major overhaul that will increase safety and usability of the park for our East Side community. And most recently, on August 28th, the community was invited to the groundbreaking at Bordwell Park that will soon offer a brand new gymnasium to its neighborhood.
We're here to celebrate the long-awaited groundbreaking for a gymnasium here at Bordwell Park on the East Side. This is the only center in the city that does not have an enclosed gymnasium. So this trek has been 30 or more years long.
This community has been requesting a gym here for a long, long time. And we are so proud with the guidance and with the generosity of our city council to be able to deliver this gym to the community.
The city allocated $3 million for the gymnasium at Bordwell Park and roughly $10 million designated for broader upgrades, including playground resurfacing, equipment replacement, parking lot repairs, and updates to community centers and offices, emphasizing the city's commitment to maintaining the shared spaces that help build and support community. Meanwhile, on the north side of Riverside, City Council approved the exclusive negotiating agreement for the proposed Riverside Sports Complex and Entertainment District. The project will transform the former A.B. Brown Sports Complex into a hub of recreation and community life, featuring a 5,000-seat multi-use stadium, 6 soccer fields, an indoor sports and game complex, housing, retail, and a central park with family-friendly amenities. This major project reflects the city's commitment to listening to residents who called for more soccer fields, while investing in opportunities that strengthen our community, support families, and drive economic growth. This summer, the city invested in our high school students who got hands-on with STEM in real-world settings thanks to the city's STEM Summer Learning Labs programs. In the STEM Pool program, Riverside Public Utilities gave students a behind-the-scenes look at how our water and energy systems work, complete with tours, workshops, and even cash prizes.
One of the biggest things that I really enjoy about STEM Pool this year is that the fact that we get to see how things work in our community.
The week after, the STEM Leaps program teamed up with the Riverside Police Department, Fire Department, and UCR's nursing school to explore science and public safety, from forensics to disaster response. These free immersive programs bring careers to life and highlight how students can pursue meaningful public service jobs here in Riverside and creating opportunities to build their futures and establish their lives in the city that they've grown up in after graduation.
Hopefully some of these students will come back here and be a part of the utility. I mean, they're STEM students, and the public utility, that's definitely what we're looking for, is people with that STEM background. I think it's great that they come here.
And in the interest of supporting our students, nearly 60 years after Casablanca's original school closed, the community celebrated the return of a neighborhood campus with the opening of the new Casablanca Elementary for the 2025-26 school year.
This is a momentous occasion, 60 years in the making. And I gotta tell you, I'm so excited about the future of Casablanca, about the young boys and girls that are gonna go to this school, and the city of Riverside. This is a game-changing event, and I'm so excited to be here.
As a former board member on RUSD, this just thrills me. This is a long time coming. We've all worked so hard to bring this school to life for the community, for the parents, for the children. Welcome home, Casablanca.
This STEM-focused campus will serve as a place of pride and opportunity with hands-on learning labs, collaborative spaces, and a design that reflects the neighborhood's identity, history, and culture. Residents came together in Ward 6 recently to celebrate the reopening of the Arlanza Library in Northeast Riverside. Families and neighbors of all ages filled the branch for an open house, enjoying bilingual story time, new art displays, and a chance to rediscover the many programs the library offers.
This was such a great event. It was packed. We had children with their families, with their parents, and it was so exciting. You could literally feel the excitement and the energy in the room.
The celebration highlighted that our libraries are more than book collections. They are true community hubs where residents can find work-life balance and benefit from numerous programs and activities. Mayor Locke Dawson recently launched a new Seniors Forum series, and the first session was in Ward 7 at the La Sierra Senior Center. The goal is to give older adults a direct line to city leadership and a voice in shaping programs that matter most. The next session will be in Ward 6 at the Arlanza Community Center on October 14th at 10 a.m. Please stay tuned for more details on the City of Riverside social media pages. The Riverside TV cameras and crew were recently in Wards 3 and 5 to highlight some of Riverside's historic and newer businesses in the new show In Good Company. In Ward 3, Councilmember Robillard featured Antone's Italian Eatery, a Riverside staple since 1965.
With Midtown, we're trying to bring back this historic district, and there's so many businesses that have been here for decades, like Antone's, and I really wanted to focus in on restaurants that have lasted these decades.
Co-owner Jamie Sheldon shared his pride in bringing a local business owner in Midtown.
This is Midtown. This is the center point. So that's a very prideful thing and a very important thing that we need to continue for the community.
Over in Ward 5, we visited Arlington Village's oldest business and one of Riverside's most iconic barbershops, Keys Main Design, where Councilmember Mills got a fresh cut from owner David Keys.
You go back to 1944 here in Arlington.
Yeah.
That's kind of how all the businesses were, right? You mostly, they're on
It was just Magnolia and Van Buren, and that was all the businesses were kind of concentrated on that section of the street.
You can watch the first episodes of In Good Company on RiversideTV.com, on cable TV, or on YouTube.
Hi everyone, Crystal Snyder here, and I wanted to let you know about Riverside's quarterly magazine, Explore Riverside. Here you can find city news, events, and stories that matter to residents, business owners, and visitors here in Riverside. And if you flip it over, you have the activity guide from Parks, Recreation, and Community Services. Every class, every workshop, every library event, it's all here for the kids and the family. From K-pop dance to sports to STEM, basically if it's happening in Riverside Park and Rec, you'll find it here. You should have received your copy in your mailbox, but if not, you come to City Hall and pick up your copy or any library or community center. Or you can read it online at riversideca.gov/explore.
Football season is back, and Riverside TV is proud to bring you another exciting season of local high school and college football. Each week, you can catch 1 or 2 games, depending on the week, streamed on RiversideTV.com with coverage running through mid-November. And the action doesn't stop when the game ends. Stick around for the Pep Rally, live in studio every Friday night at 11 p.m. Our award-winning team brings you post-game coverage with professional sports commentary, interviews with coaches and players for post-game insight. Best of all, this coverage is completely free and accessible to the community, thanks to the city's commitment to celebrating local sports and supporting our student athletes. The season just started, so tune into riversideTV.com/local-sports for all the action. And it's not just football that made a splash. This summer, Riverside proudly hosted the 2025 AAU Diving National Championships at the Riverside Aquatics Complex. From July 15th through the 23rd, some of the nation's top divers competed right here in our city, with the event also serving as a selection for the AAU national team. It was a fantastic showcase of athletic talent and another opportunity for Riverside to shine on the national stage with its state-of-the-art sports facilities. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Inside Riverside. We'll be back next month with more stories, events, and updates from across the city. Remember that Riverside TV is streaming 24/7 on riversideTV.com and on Spectrum 3, AT&T 99, and Frontier 21. Or you can catch our programs on the City of Riverside YouTube channel. Until next time, keep it local, keep it Riverside.